actually probably spend a lot of time on player housing, or you'll feel compelled to ignore it for a while. So that's something to consider. A lot of classes are changing too, so like it's not like you need to, let's say you're trying to learn a new class, it's not like you need to like learn a class before midnight. Like most of the classes are getting simplified in such a way where it's going to be pretty easy to jump back in. So that'd be my only kind of thing is if you really like player housing, you could return and get a head start on that. But that's all. All hail King Bozo. Yep, yep. What's up, Vin? So I'm a little interested. I've tried coming back a couple of times and it lasted like a week. What keeps you from staying subbed? Because if it's a game that like you're just not interested in, and you constantly unsub, I mean I wouldn't even bother. You know, it's okay if the game's not for you. You know, it's always specific to the the person, but the game, yeah, then don't play. What? Yeah, the game sucks. Yo, what's up, Andrew? Over on YouTube. It was your main game for like 10 years. Have you tried playing Classic and stuff? I mean, I think if you enjoyed the game how it used to be and you're interested in that type of gameplay loop, I mean, maybe Classics are more up your alley. Is it still a 5-minute CD? Were these changes not implemented? I'm gonna be really mad if they weren't implemented. Knowing my luck, they fucking weren't. Oh no. No shot, dude. I did find the go live button, yeah. Or if you want friends, I put looking for a friend in trade chat once, and they told me if I wanted friends, go play Classic. Yeah, true. Yeah, people, I feel like Classic people are more into the whole relationship building in game. I feel like live players are just super antisocial and they hate everyone. Dude, I'm gonna be so mad if this is not. So, like, supposedly, they made uh, GAK a 3-minute cooldown down from a 5-minute, and they made Ardent Defender a 90-second instead of a 2-minute. And then they like increase all this healing, but none of this has been implemented. That's like frustrating. Did they not push the build yet? Like, oh well, unlucky. I guess we just run the dungeons. I don't really know. That sucks. Yeah, no, dude, I hate when they do this shit. They like forget to push the things into the build. I was really looking forward to playing with Guardian of Ancient Kings with like a 40% reduced CD and gaining, still benefiting from cooldown reduction. Supposedly Eldraki's also been gutted, but why do I feel like yeah, I don't know. Is the Eldraki stuff implemented? Yes. At least one of the things are. Let's be honest. Let's be a little bit honest with ourselves. Eldraki was insanely overpowered. And like it's not that like Aldraki's damage got nerfed, but they actually got a defensive buff with thick skin. Like that's kind of wild, is it not? You're tired of playing AR for 3 seasons in a row? I don't know. I feel like AR is a fun gameplay loop. It's more enjoyable than Annihilator. Like I think the animation was super sick. I think the Eldraki Reaver animations is really good. And also like something to consider is that Reaver's Glaive proc was moved from the Hunt, which was a 1.5 minute cooldown, down to Sigill's Spite, which is at its lowest a 51-second CD. So you're using it like 60% more often. So I think the damage just like I think it definitely needed a nerf for how frequently you're using it. But I think this animation right here is so sick. Like the little claws reaching out. I don't think Eldraki's like, I mean, I don't think it's dead. I don't think these changes is like, oh my god, it's doomed. I think like they just pulled them down. I mean, they were significantly ahead. So is Brewmaster on the bench for me? No, no, not at all. It just got no changes this week. So I'm like looking at what other tanks have gotten changes and what's been implemented or not. Like the Prop Paladin changes just weren't implemented in this build, which is freaking weird. No, yeah, they nerf EDH, so I'm going to be doing this tomorrow. I'm going to do a video because I want to test it tonight. I want to test the changes tonight, so when I do a video tomorrow, it'll be like updated and not just like me reading notes, but like also sharing my experience testing the tanks. But like Vengeance got changes. Paladin supposedly got really good changes that weren't implemented, and then that was it. Like those were the only two tanks that were affected. Yeah, I mean they have 3 months. I mean I'm not stressing at all. It's just I like to stay up to date and stuff. I feel like WoW Mythic plus meta has turned into a very stale thing. Mage is always S tier, other casters great as well. Melee is capped all the way back to BFA. It's not very good for diversity. My thoughts. So it's hard for me to speak on how classes are performing currently because one, it's early beta, so tuning is all over the place. But I, th- I, I don't know. It's weird because I don't think the Mythic plus meta has been really that oppressive. Like over the War Within, I think it's been very healthy. I think season 1 was rough, and then season 2 and 3 have been really, really good. In previous season, it kind of depends. Like, obviously, there's some standouts, and I think Blizzard's done a better job at tuning in the past. Augmentation definitely threw a wrench in everything, though. That was rough. But like last season, you had like the meta comp of like Disc Priest, VDH, Unholy DK, Arcane Mage, Boomkin, like a kind of like a caster cleave, I would say, for the most part. But then you also had really, really competitive Fizz groups who were playing like Rogue, Feral Warrior, Arsham, Brew. And I think when you have arguably like world first top end, not just title keys, but like beyond title keys being done by two totally different compositions, that's like best case scenario. Because there's always going to be like the most effective tactic available, which is what meta stands for. There's always going to be a meta. Always. In every game you play. There's always some in every game, every season, every whatever. I don't think Melee has an issue where they're often extremely punished with the way they have to position on certain fights where they might lose uptime because they have to move out of melee range, where casters generally don't have that issue. So it kind of depends. Yo, what's up? New beta build gaming? Yeah, we'll be testing. I mean, only 2 tanks got changed and only 1 was implemented, so unfortunately, I'm going to just kind of be testing some of the newer dungeons. That tank talent tree video yesterday was awesome. Oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, Word of Glory got buffed, or okay, it didn't get implemented. At least I don't believe it was, but Guardian was cut down by 40%. That's good. Ardent Defender by 25%. Word of Glory doubled. We're getting base armor, more armor from Shield of Righteous, and then Light of the Titan applies a dot for 40 seconds, and then Solus has been like tripled in value. These are all really good changes, but if they're not implemented, then it doesn't matter. I wish I can go into Algathar right now, but it's currently not available for testing. The dungeons have rotated. So what I'm probably gonna wait until it comes back around before I do another limit test. Like, I don't even want to call it a limit test because I wasn't trying to like figure out how much I can pull and how long I can live for. It was, I had a benchmark that was in a static environment that was trying to see which tank can live in that kind of ecosystem. Testing video yesterday was sick. I know you're always yeah, you're always trolling me. I read your comment, dude, and I'm always so close to either making you a moderator or banning you from my channel. You know? It's always one or the other. You like seeing different comps succeed? Yeah, I like when the diversity is broad enough where not only do you have like a comp and maybe like a fill DPS who can fit in, but when you have 2 really powerful compositions, this season is the same thing. Like, you have Fizz groups that are doing well, not as well as they were last season comparatively, but you also have a lot of cool classes like Arcane Mage, Havoc DH, Rep Paladins who are pushing 4KIO and higher, but like are filling in. You have Fizz comp, you have the meta comp, and then you have these like cool, like really high A tier specializations that can step in. I'm glad people like the tank testing video. There's a couple things that were incorrect. Like after I finished editing it or was in the middle of editing, I was like, okay, like there's something that I missed. There's something that I didn't mention. Like there's a lot of nuance and it's really hard to do videos like that. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to hopefully do them again in the future. What bit are you doing, Ven? So one thing I noticed was the footage that I used for Shadowpan Brewmaster had 1 less target because I had done the poll earlier and I didn't realize that I had killed. So the data on Shadowpan Brewmaster was actually 1 target lower. So it should be doing not significantly, but it should be doing a little bit more damage than Master of Harmony, probably in the realm of like 125k. So that's one issue with the video. I try to keep most things consistent. Like, I tried to keep, obviously, Admirable was scaled. I didn't use consumables at all because potions are overpowered as hell right now. If you didn't see Zorthos's video about it, primary stat potions currently. So this potion's giving me almost 1,400 main stat for 30 seconds. I have 1,800 main stat, which means that when I press this potion, I am effectively, I mean, not doubling, but I'm gaining like 35%, 40% increased damage, which is wild. So I didn't use potions. I will say this though, I don't know how consistent my enchants were across my gear. I think I was missing some enchants. Overall, do you love that style of video than just like a tier list? Hope you do more. Yeah, my plan is to. Tier lists are good, but I think when the way that I like frame the video, I think was a little bit more helpful by presenting some type of data, even though it was really, it was like, in a perfect world, I would have done the test either multiple times. Like I would have done the test 5 times and I would take an average and all this stuff. Like, right, like you get more points of data. The way I did this video was like a little rushed. Like I did the test until I succeeded and I didn't try to do it multiple times. And so again, I could have had like lucky crits. I could have also not played well. I think someone pointed out that like I was not playing Eldraki Reaver, or not Eldraki Reaver, Annihilator well at all, which arguably is true. I'm not a perfect tank player. I would say like I'm way more confident in Brewmaster than my ability to play a brand new hero talent specialization on a tank that I'm not super intimate with at all. What's up, Turbo? I will be pushing keys more this season. So it was like, I want to go more in depth with future tests, but there's obviously flaws with the way that I presented the information, but I hope it was in at least some kind of like transparent light. What's up, Joffro? You're a lurker and YouTube watchers. I just want to say good job on the beta content. You speak well and you're always up to date. Oh, bless, dude. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. What's up, Nin? Yeah, the video was really fun to make, though. I think next time Algothar comes around, I think I want to spend a little bit more time committing to like getting a lot more points of data. It would also be really cool, and I don't know, I'm terrible at like networking, but it would be nice to try to find people who are also testing beta who are better at the classes than I am, so you can have like better players than me getting the data, and then it would be more interesting to compare. Like, clearly Yoda is a much better Paladin player than I am. I'm probably a better brew maybe than some other Brewmaster players. Like, so like it would be interesting to have like some of the best people in their respective tank roles to then do the like that. I think that would be sick. I just need to figure out how to do it or if I want to do it. Like, will you add Paladin to the tank testing video or make one for Lightsmith and Templar after the changes? I think once the changes are implemented, once these changes actually go live, I'm gonna, and once Algothar comes back around, what's up, Rex? Watching Stock streams at work. Hell yeah, dude. These changes haven't been implemented or the tooltips are incorrect. I don't know. But if we log over to Prop Paladin, these changes, by the way, I think are really good. I brought some of them up in my video, though I'm definitely not taking credit. I think Blizzard has a much better understanding, and they have way more data than I presented. And also, I posted the video yesterday. But something that I did point out was that they need a blanket, like buff to their armor in some kind of way, and Word of Glory healing buffed. I didn't really say anything about cooldowns, but I figured a more major rework would be implemented. And then surprisingly, like Solus and Light of the Titans, this is an interesting buff. I'm interested to see how this ends up playing out, but generally Light of the Titans has never really been a play. You generally play Tyrion. And then Solus is like awkward because you have to spend like an awkward 2 points to get to it. And without consecration being tied to our mastery, I just don't know how feasible it is. But it's interesting them targeting like the things that were clearly needed, like Wog healing, terrible. Like the tank should have way more self-sustain than it did. So anyways, what I was saying was when Algothar Academy comes back around either next week or in whatever future build we get, I will probably do that test again, but try to implement a little bit more. Like I'll probably get more data points. Likelihood that Flame of, or Vital Flame, yeah, I don't know if maybe that's a different language, but, I always thought Brew Design philosophy was damage is steady, but needs a healer to babysit them. So, I would much rather have, a tank be relatively self-sufficient. And I think Brewmaster with Vital Flame, at least in larger pulls, feels really good. Now, Vital Flame loses a lot of value when you get down to like the 3 target range. It actually is much worse than the competing node in that tree, Awakened Spirit or Awakening Spirit. Vital Flame has a lot of potency in large pulls where you have Breath of Fire hitting a lot of mobs, which is like pseudo uncapped, and adopting Apply that does fire. No, Vital Flame. Yeah, no, I definitely understood what you meant, but I didn't know if it was like a weird translation thing. Because I know some other, like, if you like play in German, the probably direct translation might not be as similar. Maybe do a collab where you set a specific requirement for the pull and approach different tank players and asking them if they can do a pull record it and combine them. Yeah, it would be super sick. It's just like, I don't know how easy or hard it would be to like reach out to said players, get them to do the test properly, get me footage that's in like high quality and like stuff like that. But like it'd be interesting to like have Kyrasis come in and try to do the shit on the BDK and see what he can optimize. Because the thing is, I can sit here and I can try to form some kind of build, some kind of like, I guess like approach to how I would tackle the build, but it might not be optimal, which is definitely a flaw in the system as well. Like I'm not a BDK savant. I'm kind of actually really bad at BDK. And so it'd be interesting to see someone who's like really comfortable in the class try to figure it out. But yeah, Vital Flame is like really good in high AoE, but it actually is not that great in like single target or in 3-target cleave or on boss fights. It's actually a very insignificant amount of healing, but as soon as you get to like 8+ targets, Vital Flame all of a sudden becomes like one of your top heals, which is awesome. I think Vital Flame is like a niche, and I like that Brewmaster has that kind of ability to have like some kind of self-sufficient healing compared to actually relying on a healer, even though the damage taken is like extremely smooth. Anyways, I logged on to Paladin, so what we can see here is that Guardian of Ancient Kings was reduced to 3 minutes instead of 5 minutes. Now, if I press Guardian of Ancient Kings, you can see the tooltip still says 5 minutes, and when I hit this on my action bar here, it still says 5 minutes, so it doesn't look like it's implemented, which is super unfortunate. Now, there could be some weird thing that is causing one of the talents to force it to still be 5 minutes, but I don't know what that could be. You saw a video from Yoda that fire damage from Prop Paladin is being high with Avenging Crusader? What do you mean by the fire damage is high? Do you mean like the Undying Embers and Refining Fire? I know Yoda posted, I think he posted a video today talking about Paladin. I personally didn't watch it, but I was curious to know his thoughts, but he also posted the video before these changes, so I don't know if he was like dunking on Prop Paladin or if he was like actually complimenting it. Yeah, so I don't know what talent could be causing it. I think it's just a bug. It's weird because this tooltip's been updated. Righteous Protector, they updated it to also say Sentinel, which I don't know if that was actually an issue. I think it was just like an updated tooltip. Sola still reads 100%. Light of the Titan still says 20%. If we go into our Aegis of Light still says 20% instead of 55, so I don't think they implemented any of these, dude. Said it was on a crack doing 5 times heals. That's actually kind of insane, but that also seems like a bug if that's the case. Because my experience playing it is like, it does a lot of healing, but it also... Like, I think I was playing Sentinel. So are you saying if you run Avenging Wrath, it's better? Do you feel like they're really trying to make Tank Leech healing a thing? Obviously, Brew with Fire Warriors bleed damage into healing, now protection with Conk healing? Yeah. I mean, I think it's a very easy way for Blizzard to flatten out the spike damage that tanks take. If tanks have a lot of like passive leech, whether it's like through actual leech stat, like Protection Warriors had, or it's through Fueled by Violence or Vital Flame, or through both concentration healing, but it's also through things like Refining Fire. Like you're getting healing passively over time by doing your rotation. Frenzied regen with like Hot Strong Guardian Druid. You obviously have like your Blood Plagues healing you. Like most tanks, if not all tanks, have a way to have some type of leeching effect. I think tanks should have passive healing, on-demand healing, and absorbs. I think those are the 3 things that all tanks should have, and I don't care if it's like homogenizing them. I think if a tank has all 3 of those things, they're going to be fairly self-sufficient. And it obviously has to be tuned well. It's kind of my big gripe with Paladin right now is I feel like the absorbs don't come as frequently as other tanks current, like in the current state. Like that's why Prop Paladin in my testing just didn't do well, because their absorbs weren't making up for the damage that they were taking. They were taking way more damage because of their lower armor, because of their lower like I guess like passive mitigation or active mitigation. They obviously these buffs should help, but they're not. At least to me right now, they don't seem implemented. So unlucky. I mean, the thing is, BDK healing And absorbs are like, they're intertwined, right? When you death strike, you gain a blood shield. Period. Like, it's not you prioritize healing over absorbs or vice versa. Like, you actively mitigate by keeping up your bone armor and by death striking frequently. I'm actually surprised at how little class changes we're seeing this week. Like, it feels like they've only touched like a third of the specs, not even. Like, it's a lot of DH, right? Evoker, it's just Prez, and it's a nerf because they're fucking insane. A little bit of Paladin, Warlock, and Warrior. Like, literally 5 classes, 6 classes got changed. And we're not getting another beta build for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Dude, that's cringe. Where did they say that at? You know what really sucks? Is I don't want to be doing this dungeon set for 3 weeks. That's criminal. I don't mind having another like week where we have to run the set of dungeons twice, but holy. One really cool change that they added to Bear, for example, that I really like is the Frenzied Regen Overcap Absorb. So if I log over to Bear, last week it wasn't working. So I didn't really play with it because it wasn't working. I don't know if maybe they did like a behind the scenes fix. It doesn't look like it when I was looking at all of like the data mined notes. But if you play with Natural Resilience, when Frenzied Regen would heal you above max health, 80% of its excess healing is instead converted to an Absorb. Now, if this was true and it actually worked, it would be really, really good. I think overhealing getting converted to a shield is so good for any tank. It does look like it has been updated, so it is now... I now have an Absorb for... What is that? 260k? Like, that's 20% of my health. Yeah, and so now you can, like, hit... okay, it does lower the skill floor a little bit because now you don't have to, like, accurately hit Frenzied Regen to give you the most amount of health, but what's nice about it is that you can now use it as an active mitigation if you're trying to mitigate a really large hit. Yeah, it's basically Celestial Brew, and I think that's awesome. And it's not that tanks are necessarily prone to one-shots. It's very rare that a tank gets one-shot in any given situation, unless you're an infinitely scaling content, but... yeah, and with Dream of Cenarius, dude, Bear, unironically, might be a tank that I'm gonna play next expansion. I haven't touched it seriously since... I haven't touched it seriously on live servers since the end of Shadowlands. That's so good, man. That's frickin' big dub, as the kids say. Let me... I'm gonna just start with some 12s. We'll get a feel for it. I don't think I've run... What do I start with? Windrunner? Start with Windrunner Spire? I'll probably test some other tanks later tonight, but we'll start just with Brew. Why are they all... no, I want to do Windrunner. We'll do Relaxed. Yeah, Relaxed. Open up the door. Open up the door. Alright. We'll see if anyone queues up. I don't know, beta looks kind of dead. I feel like there's not a lot of people hanging around. There's a guy from ID here. I see him right in front of me. There's SNJ. I ran a key with him last night. And my boy Vespin. Alright. W. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually jack this up to a 13. These guys are all pumpers. Not that it really matters. The two things I have a gripe with in Midnight Beta is Druid of the Claw not doing anything for Guardian Cat Weaving and Press the Advantage being obsolete. I don't think sorry, I don't think druids are meant to kitty weave. Like in keys at least. But when I stream you can't stay up to ungodly hours. Oh, F. Sorry for the wait. No worries, dude. Yeah, press the advantage is... I think there's like underlying issues within the Master of Harmony tree because I don't think it's meant to be played with Shadowpan. But I think if they can figure out the underlying issues with Master of Harmony, PTA could be available, but a possibility to run. But they have to address Master of Harmony first, and then they have to make Press the Advantage actually work. Which I think if they made it work similar to how it works on live servers currently, with the Tiger Palm proccing all of your stacks, that could help. But in its current state, it's basically irrelevant. We'll have to see though. Druid cat weaving in boss fights where there's low incoming damage at the end of pulls, like that situation. Yeah, that happens a lot in raid. But I feel like the talents that kind of go against the grain in terms of like the kitty weaving build is just like better for Mythic Plus. And with Blizzard's new design direction, I don't think they really want druids to be kitty weaving. Specifically, Guardian. I have a feeling this guy did not hit a defensive. Armor reduced by 2%. How is that impactful? Where's my group? Let's go, guys. I don't know if they saw me come down here. Donde está an intern? I think Press the Advantage is better with Shadowpan. Haste and bonus attack speeds for more flurry strike charges. I think you're giving too much credit to the haste in the Shadowpan tree. I feel like it doesn't really increase our auto attacks by a significant amount to make Press the Advantage better in any given situation. The nameplates, I have them stacking. I don't have them overlapping. Or no, I have them overlapping, not stacking. I haven't really tried stacking yet because it's kind of rough. The one thing I don't like though is, like, I like the Apex talent a lot now, but oh, that's not a... Yeah, this guy's dead. That super late dispel. Yeah, I have to try. I'm gonna have to try overlapping. Or not overlapping, stacking. There we go. Why can't I English? I also need to set up mouse over macros. Did they fix mini kegs? I don't think it wasn't working yesterday. I know that for sure. English is 3 kobolds in a trench coat. True. That is lore accurate. That's for sure. Oh, I just missed my kick because I'm just bad. Bro's gotta dispel himself, man. I don't like the little aggro that this group had at the beginning. Not a big fan of toxicity. Telling each other that they need to learn how to read is kind of cringe. You're the trench coat? Yeah. 3 men. Shad, did you get demotivated to push mid-season because you were climbing the ranks at the first part? Not quite sure what you mean by that phrasing. I took a break. I've talked about this before, but my group kind of took a break from the game for a lot of reasons. Turbo Boost was a big part. Well, it was like, why are we pushing now when we can just push later? Also, Raid Prog was really, like, weighing us down. There's also, like, a lot of, like, awkward, like, vacation stuff that was going on with my group, so people were, like, constantly out every, like, other week. And then, like, Fellowship came out, and we were super into that for a bit, and then PoE came out, and then they were into that, and now Diablo's out, and people are really into that, so it's just been this kind of cascading effect of, like, Turbo Boost kind of sucks. It's, like, really demotivating knowing, like, no matter what you do now, you're just going to be 6 to 7 animals higher than you were last season. Or, like, you know, not last season, but earlier in the season. So it's like, why are we even banging our heads against the wall? So I've been, you know, I've gotten a couple 20s in the like this last week. I got a couple 20s done. So we're getting back into the swing of things. I'm playing with some people. This guy want to res? You know, and, you know, if we push title, great. If we don't, we don't. It's all good. Yeah, it wasn't like we pushed at the start and it was, like, really hard. It was just, like, we... just... life, man. I don't know. I'm fairly egocentric, but I'm also just not, like, I have to be the best, or, like, you know, it's... I'm... people are pushing his brew, it's awesome. I'd like to also push, but I'm also not someone who wants to sit in LFG all day, and I've played with some good people who I'm not a fan of playing with, so I like playing with my friends. So when I play with my friends, we push. If I don't play with my friends, you know, I don't push. Nothing too crazy. I was also playing Prot Warrior for a while. My Prot Warrior's, like, just shy of 3,800, and my Brewmaster's, you know, I was sitting at 3,700 for, I think, the last, like, 3 months. So we'll start hopefully climbing here soon. If not, it's no biggie. Brew on Beta is really good. I like it a lot. Oh, look, boss damage meters are working. That's good. How was Black Ox Brew comparison to Bob and Weave? With the removal, or I guess the change to Dave, our cow, Black Ox Brew is like, it's harder to justify using outside of maybe fishing for additional Apex talent procs. So it's kind of like, it used to be a damage gain, and that's why a lot of people ran it, is because it was like a significant damage gain. It's now like kind of a damage gain, but more of an HPS gain. But Bob and Weave also has been buffed to be probably better defensively compared to our other talent, like or Black Ox Brew specifically, especially with how weak Celestia Brew is. So I think Bob and Weave is a totally fine talent to take. You're just fishing a little less for your Apex talent procs, which is free Hex Mesh resets. More self-aware? Yeah, maybe. It's funny just thinking back, like, back in, like, Dragonflight and before that, I was, like, really self-conscious that I was a content creator who didn't have title. Because I think a lot of people put a lot of stake into that when you're trying to, like, be a guide writer or content creator. Now I just really don't care. I think I'm just getting old, man. Just let me feed my cats. I'm not going to name any names, but there's this one guy I key with every once in a while, and I raid it with this tier, and he likes to get under my buttons, and he's like, how do you feel not being a good brewmaster anymore? I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. I'm washed, bro. I'm fully bathed. No longer. I just want to, like, sit and drink my tea, man. Feed my cats, or feed my birds. Whatever old people do. Let me drink my prune juice. I don't care. What do you... What? How... Is that what you took from that statement? I'm... I'm a Minecraft main, guys. W Minecraft. If anything, I do care about my viewers. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, if anything, I don't know. See, because I think back, and I'm always like, would I push for title if I didn't have, like, an audience? Because I was told, at least when I started making content, oftentimes newer content creators get discredited because they don't have accolades, which made me realize, or at least maybe it's a false realization, where it's like, well, people really care about the player who's presenting the content to be really good at the game, and that's kind of the bar. Which isn't true, right? Like, there's a lot of reasons you might want to watch a content creator. But I was always self-conscious of that, but now I'm just kind of at the point where it's like, I just like making videos and helping people get better at the thing that I'm extremely passionate about. Content creators call you civilian child. That is true. Actually, you know what? I have a question. I have a question for you guys. So, I want to continue making Mythic Plus content. That's kind of my bread and butter. That's what I really enjoy about this game. But I think it would be really funny to reach out to other Mythic Plus, like, content creators or players, like high ranked players, at least on NA, and do, like, housing tours. As, like, not, I wouldn't say a podcast, but, like, you know, I reach out to, like, Growl and be like, yo, show me your house and, like, tell me all this stuff. Would you guys like to see that? Would that be something that people would watch? I feel like it'd be funny to just, like... Because, you know, some people probably have, like, really dinky houses, but it'd be kind of funny to see, like, that side of the Mythic Plus Andes who are, like, they're either super into housing or they're just, like, they got a cuck chair in the corner. Yeah, it'd be like MTV Cribs, but, like, I don't know, more specific to, like... It'd be like a Mythic Plus kind of housing crossover. I think it'd be really funny. I think it'd be super funny. I was thinking about that today in the shower. When Wait, that means I was thinking about Growl in my shower. Wait a second. Hold on. That's weird. Do a Christmas housing tour. That'd be actually kind of lit, actually. Oh, I missed the kick. And I opened up my chat. Oh my god, what is going on? I hate this game. I think that'd be really funny, but anyways, that's the guy who first called me a civilian on stream to 700 people. It was freaking great. Big fan. In your dreams you gotta worry? Yeah, that's fair. Don't act like that's not a regular occurrence. It's probably like a twice a week occurrence, you know? Whenever I draw myself a bubble bath. I slink down in the tub, toaster in hand, thinking about Growl. Yep. I think that'd be really funny. Because it was like, I obviously, I think a lot of people listen to the Potty C and the Bench podcasts. At least I'm assuming that a lot of people do. And it would be interesting. I think it was like, it was funny to me how excited Growl was to show off his house. And I think it'd be fun because I'm super into housing. Like, I love housing. That's all when I'm not streaming, I'm probably housing. And I think it'd be kind of funny to like do like little house tours with other Mythic Plus or other like content creators or something. We're doing a pretty good job at keeping this room a little bit clean. Got called a civilian and old in one stream. Yeah, unlucky. Please make it there. Good job. Hopefully didn't grip a pet. That would have been so awkward. You listen to a podcast called The Mage Table, and those guys are cool? Who does that podcast? I'm not aware of them. Just a heads up, most toasters have GFCI shut off now for moisture. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, mine's from Goodwill from the 1980s, so joke's on you, buddy. It's just a mage, yeah. Mage play. That's a. You said mage players, and I'm just like concerned. I kind of want to like try to. Never mind, it doesn't matter. I think we're doing a pretty good job at keeping these clean, though. I'm like half paying attention to what I'm doing right now. I'm not even hitting Sheebers. Why is this guy so far away? Oh, and I just gave Tiger's List to the wrong person. It's like awkward because I don't want to get in the way of this hook. Because if you miss the hook, you're probably wiping. Around the mage table, just a bunch of casuals talking about the game. See, the thing is, like, casual players are fucking the lifeblood of this game. And more often than not, it's actually really enjoyable to hear from people like that. Like, that's my biggest criticism of, like, the bench or the Potty C is that they just, like... They generally don't have, like, the best perspective on the game because they all play at, like, some of the highest end. Saw Meg was on it? On what? What am I throwing? Sorry, what? Oh, Brutal Static. Yeah, Brutal Static's been doing... He's been having, like, a lot of high-end players and content creators on. I saw that. I think it's great, dude. That's awesome. I don't know if I go all the way or if I just drag this pack back. Yeah, it's crazy to me because he's getting like a ton of they're getting a ton of people for that, like surprisingly, but I think WoW players just like to talk about WoW, man. We'll cow the next pull, I think. Dude, can we stop baiting it 9,000 yards away? I probably could have doubled this. See, like, that's a much better bait. See ya, intern. Disrupting Screech? I'm sure that this interrupts. Oh. Did I cast Cheebers too late? Maybe. Yeah, this bait's a lot better. Yeah, I think that'd be like funny because like I'm also looking to figure out how to keep making content over the course of beta because eventually it's gonna. I feel like a lot of it's gonna get repetitive. And then I have like all my boss stuffs. Like I'm already starting to work on like boss guides and like dungeon routes and stuff, like all that kind of content that I normally do. But it's like I'm not gonna be releasing that stuff for so long, so I'm trying to figure out like good filler content over the next couple months while we kind of wait. What's going on? Anyone familiar with Bill Murray? Cover of Cyberpunk, I really want to stay in your house, it's so good. Is that like an artist? I'm not quite familiar. I would love it if they put Breath of Fire back on the Blackout combo, man. It'd go so hard. It's a band, never heard of it. Do a journey to 3, like do a 0 to hero challenge as a healer. I'm so old and bad and washed. What the fuck? I don't think I needed to pull this, but we're doing it live. I'm gonna send my cow here. We don't want to let Chain Lightning go off. Thank you for kicking. GG. I thought about doing a 0 to hero. I'm not gonna lie though, the thought of doing or like pugging keys right now on live servers makes me so sad. They're very good. I'm gonna have to look them up then. Okay, so this pull right here I really hate. Like it's so hard to get this axe thrower into the next room. And 3 targets is cringe. Also, does this not look like threat? Like, he has a bleed on him. I always think that someone rips threat in this place. That actually sounds like a vibe. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'll have to check out. I need to figure out a way to do, like a music cue on the stream. I know you guys can't hear music on YouTube, or at least I'm assuming you can't, but I do have music playing on Twitch. YouTube. YouTube's W, man. Big fan of YouTube. It'd be really... I like... Okay. I guess we don't really have any melee men, so it's alright. The freak hex mesh is a little obnoxious, though. And that's why I want Blackout Combo to return to the rotation, or into Blackout Combo specifically. Or Breath of Fire, sorry. To return to Blackout Combo, because it would actually make sense to, like, kind of start to ignore Tiger Palm in certain situations. I think Brewmaster is becoming one of the easiest things to play. And I kind of hate it. Like, I love Brew still, but I don't like how simple it is. Like, I don't know how to really express myself in damage anymore. Frick YouTube, they don't need music. Yeah, and I also don't want to get demonetized. Play Christmas music? Is that what people are into, though? Like, I like Christmas music. Like a little bit, but I can't listen to it forever. You're coming back to Brew from BDK because I spun a wheel on to decide your next main? That's the best way to do it. Good old, like, Russian roulette style. Oh, the Reckless Sleep is kind of crazy. This fight's cooking, man. This fight used to be real bad. Except we might die here. Is there, like, I think it's the caster and stuff over here? And then we just kite around the whirlwind. Really gets your belly going? I think it's it tickles your fancy, I believe is the saying you're looking for. Gets your belly going. Yep. Lower accurate. You like the video and put about tanks? I think I'm gonna go monk. They aren't top, but in a good spot. Brew feels pretty good. There's a lot of glaring issues. My plan is to eventually do a video where I talk about each of the tanks. Like I'm gonna have probably one video dedicated to each of the tanks, talking about my problems and what I like and what I don't like about it. Holy shit, dude. I feel like we're just always dying. Definitely tickle something, alright. True, true. Did I say belly? Dude, you try playing this game and reading. And reading, like, I'm illiterate. I say this like every video. Every video I make. Every Discord I'm in, I literally tell people that I'm illiterate. I use text-to-speech. Crazy. You'll always be a bear main? Bear's good. I really like the direction Druid of the Claws, like, being brought in. I think it's actually the littiest hit. It's not hard? Yeah, true. Yep, just learn to read. Go back to elementary school. Yep. Will do, buckaroo. Dude, I like this boss. I like to interpret what you guys are actually typing. And I don't like to actually read what you're saying. That's the secret. Wait, we're short count?
I'll use these relics to return peace to the Spire. Perhaps then my sisters will return to me. There, the restless heart that haunts us.
Is Peanut not working? Yeah, I can't actually message. I don't think I pulled everything. I think they reworked the spots, like, heavily. Oh my god, those are much easier to see. Is it the same thing where, like, can you just transcend across this? What are these stacks? Nature damage removed by turbulent arrow. Oh, fuck. And so then when you take arrows, it leaves shit on the floor. Okay, this makes the fight a lot better. And they got rid of the frontal, it looks like. I was about to transcend, but I didn't want to, like, have an infinite dot. I feel like I could. As a tank, I think I could. I'm gonna try it. Oh, they do have a frontal. Oh. I thought that cleared the poop on the ground. Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, what are these orbs? Dude, wait, there's so much going on in this fight. Is this a lot of damage? I don't trust myself, man. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if AMS actually, like... Oh, looks like SN... Wait, how does SNJ have 3 stacks, though? Oh, you can actually remove your stack at any point, though, in the fight, right? Holy shit. Wait, this dot slaps. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, washed. Washed as fuck. I know AMS means everything, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Blizzard's like, nah, we're gonna make this one not work. That's insane, man. Try living? Yeah, true. I didn't use defensive, so like that's definitely on me, but I was surprised that I just like got fucking... I got 8. And I also can't see numbers. Very good. I don't like the room being this tight. Title tank, by the way. Yeah, okay, sure. More like... Can't tank. I don't know. So, like, I could just, in theory, take one at the edge of the room and then just, like, transcend over it. Titanic tank. True. And so, could we technically... Okay, so you can clear at one stack as well. Oh, okay, that's what's slamming me. Oh, and then it sends out orbs when you... Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. This makes sense now. Alright, I think I'm gonna send my cow now. Then she's gonna port right when I do that. Yep. Oh my god. Okay. Yep, don't do that again. Oh my god. Wait, they took this fight from just being like a training dummy to being like fucking bullet hell. Unironically. Have a good night, dude. Actually insane. Before this change, I was just AMSing and ignoring it. Oh, yeah. That's probably still true, then. Dude, Celestial literally heals for nothing. That's crazy. I should check if Celestial Infusion's actually working. What's wild is, like, I could just do this mid-fight, right?
At last, spirits that linger within these halls have found peace.
I don't know where to go.
I hope that one day my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls with music until they return home. Thank you, champions.
Awkward. There should be men over here. Yeah, there's some men. There we go. Beautiful. Boom. All right. GG. That was fun. Unfortunately. Oh, it is working. That's good. All right. That was fun. Where is said Giga run speed? Is it these boots? Oh, it is the boots. GG. This is fun. My little booties. All right, that was something for sure. I think, I mean, I don't know, it's feels like it's like super. Special delivery did like no damage though. I think it's worse than a trinket. What? Maybe that's because I'm not paying attention. Oh well. Unlucky, as the kids say. I like this trinket for damage, but it also feels like it's like really weak. I don't know, like I've been meaning to do like a trinket showcase video, but like half of them weren't working for a while. Some of them overproc, some underproc, and then you like none of them are interesting. Like I would say the strongest trinket, at least like that I would think is existing, is the gloom spattered dread scale, but it's like not good. Like its overall healing, it was below Yulon's Grace, a little bit above Elixir of Determination. So it's like it just doesn't feel that impactful, I guess. Which is not what you want. That's okay though. Well, we go Mayasara next. You like the egg other than that? I just been equipping passive stat trinkets. Yeah, and like, but that's boring to me. Like, as a tank, it's fun to have like those cool trinkets in your arsenal that's like big dam and big absorb and like that's all good to me. I just not a fan of the whole equip for stat stick. That's okay though. I don't know if I guess I don't really care if I have a Mistweaver. Personally, you like them. You don't like having extra buttons that aren't my character doing things, like Azerite powers. I guess I'm just someone who... I think about what I have equipped and what my procs are doing for me all the time, and I just don't like inconsistency. Like, I like having agency over what I'm doing. Um, it's my only complaint about Brand of Ceasefire right now on live, but, like, I like having big on uses, I guess, but I do understand, like, the whole I don't want to have extra buttons on my bar, and I want my power to come from my character and not these, like, tertiary elements. Just trinkets have gotten so boring lately. Damaging spells give you crit. Taking damage gives you mastery. taking damage gives you random absorb proc. It's like, I don't know. I really like improvised Sephorian Pacemaker, I think is like an ideal stat stick. You always get it every minute and it can last up to 30 seconds. So you have it, it's like 50% uptime, it's relatively controlled, it'll line up with your like 1 minute cooldowns, your 30-second cooldowns, whatever it might be. So I think like that always feels good. But random proc chance, it's like, I don't know. It's just not, that's not interesting to me. That's like my only kind of complaint. Oh well. GG. They could do that. They could make class trinkets. My concern with class trinkets like that, though, is that they would design it around the classes, and it's probably similar to like Apex Style. It's probably going to be tuned a little bit higher than every other trinket, so you're always going to run it, which also isn't interesting to me. I'm a big fan of having a trinket arsenal. Like on all my tanks on live servers, I have like 3 or 4 trinkets that I'll rotate between depending on the dungeon, the environment I'm in, etc. And I think that's like perfect trinket design, is when you have multiple options you could run and you can change it based on scenarios. I know for DPS it's a little bit harder because you just like, you'll use whatever sims best, and like that's also boring, whether it's a non-use or a passive. But that's like one thing that I've always liked about tanking, is that those types of things are a little bit more subjective. And while theory crafters and sim lords might disagree with like why a tank is using a non-main stat trinket, and they're like, that's not enough, you're losing damage. It's like, well, it's allowing me to live, which is kind of my job, which allows us to actually get the key done. So it's like, you know, tis what it is. And our guy's already offline right when we slotted the key. Oh, oops. Just missed that kick there. And we pulled more. W. Oh, and we pulled more. W. Beautiful. It's really good not having an DPS here either. There he is. He's back. Yeah, what's up, Frosty? I also don't expect them to design good trinkets every single season, but it would be nice if it was like, you know, every once in a while, like there's a couple of cool trinkets. Like, I think this season's fine. Like, tanks, you can run Antenna, you can run Improvised Euphorian Pacemaker, you have Tome of Light's Devotion, you have Brand of Cease's Ire, you have, like, you could run Ritual Mud if you needed a little bit of, like, a little bit more survivability. Soulbinder's Embrace isn't terrible either. It's not great, but it's also not terrible. I don't like fighting on this hill, but it is what it is. Is there going to be another mud trinket for Season 1 of Midnight? Not really. So what they're doing is... So, did you ever play in Shadowlands? They added almost a replica, like an exact replica of the other side trinket called Blood Splattered Scale, and it's called Gloom Spattered Scale, and it does like the same thing. It's a burst of damage that gives you an absorb, and the absorb is increased. Yeah. So it's kind of returning, but it comes from the raid and not from dungeons. So, tis what it is. Yes, I love it when DPS pull for me. WDPS. Yeah, so that's the one downside about the trinket, is it is tied to raids. Oh, I forgot to reset data. Unlucky. And then naturally my music's gonna stop working. Love that game. There we go. Not having mouse over macros is kind of annoying. I should probably set those up, right? So we have 2 here, 2 there, and then like some down there. Like, I'm not sure if you answered my question earlier about it, but does Bob and Weave make you get elevated stagger faster? If anything, it's just like delaying the amount of stagger you have. Why did we freeze a bear or an eagle? Necrotic Wave is nasty, dude. Love Necrotic Wave. Yeah, I don't think it necessarily allows you to have like better elevated stagger. Like you're gonna take that stagger and you're gonna delay it. It just delays the damage you're taking from stagger over a longer period. This 2-target pack feels giga illegal. Oh my god. I mean, are you crazy, or is there a ton of damage going out? There's a ton of damage going out. I don't think this dungeon has been tuned well. They tuned a bunch in Windrunner Spire, and that dungeon feels pretty good. But this dungeon still feels super, super oppressive. I don't believe so. I think it's like an influx point, right? It's not the fact that it's not like the dot being prolonged. It's like, it's just if you take 200k damage and stagger immediately and it counts as elevated, it doesn't matter if you're running Bob and Weave or not. Healing absorbs are cringe, and they're even worse when they kind of get spammed from these soul eaters. Cryo damage is probably going to be pretty important. Probably could pull this patrol onto this pack, actually, now that I think about it. Lothraxine feels a lot easier after the changes. I actually never ran him the other week. I just couldn't even be bothered, but... yeah, I'll have to get in there and test Nexus Point Zenus. I love that they're getting rid of all the add-ons, but upping the amount of caster shit that we need add-ons for. They're not doing that in every dungeon, though. Like, this dungeon isn't even really doing that. It's just, like, you can't actually interrupt a necrotic wave. It's just a cast that happens, so it's just, like, healing check. Did I try VDH nerfs Aldraki, question mark? No, I haven't. I've been only really testing Brew so far. Brew got no changes, though, but I just wanted to kind of see these dungeons. The Aldraki nerf's, like, significant, but I don't think it's, like, enough to, like, put them in the dirt. I just think it pulled them in line, which is totally fine. One other thing that people kind of, I think, forget about is that Aldraki Reaver went from casting Reaver's Glaive, obviously on 20 Soul Fragments, but also on the Hunt, which is a 1.5 minute cooldown. And now it procs off of Sigil of Spite, which is like a 51-second cooldown if you're running, like, Chains of Anger or whatever it's called, the Sigil Reduction. And so... Or maybe it's Cycle of Binding that I'm thinking of. But either way, you're proccing it way more often. And so they kind of needed to pull it in line anyways. It was overperforming out the wazoo. Slight healing nerf, but I think they were overhealing a lot anyways, and then on top they also like increased their armor. I'll probably try Eldraki in a little bit, but I can't imagine it's like too different. Oh. Who needs Transcend when you have the power of God and anime on your side? We're blasting. Someone stepped in the trap already. Unlucky. Now he's dead. Yep. I wish they kept the mechanic of delaying stagger from Blackout combo. Oh my lord. Oh! I am all over the place. Alright. Oh, can I dispel? I forgot I can dispel this stuff. Not really paying attention. Probably got buffed finally. I wonder if it'll be enough. Unfortunately, it's not implemented yet. Unless I'm incorrect, but when I was on it earlier before jumping into these dungeons, none of the changes that they noted were actually implemented. So I'm hoping that they, like, hotfix it in, because it's kind of annoying. That even when they finally make Prop Paladin changes after, like, fucking a month, they're like, oh yeah, JK. You actually don't have access to them yet. Frickin' loser. It's like, oh man, come on, Blizz. Why are you hitting me with that? Hello? Nice. Good work. You know, it's not good work, though. Why is this guy up on the hill? Wild. Wild shit. This fight's a vibe, though. I really like this encounter. I also really like testing it with just 2 DPS, because that means the fight lives a lot longer. How close can I stand? Oh. Why did I get knocked back the first time? Was I just not in the right spot? Oh, please don't do this to me, man. Oh. Oh, someone walked in the trap. 2 people walked in the trap. GG. Oh, I walked in the trap. What?
I could kill Hashura, and I rescued all that was still alive. But why did Nurojin bring them here? The kidnapping won't stop until we get to the root of the evil. Follow me.
Wild. Yeah, it was weird. Kinda strange. I really like this dungeon, man. I don't like this part. Like, this running is a little annoying. But big fan of the vibes, if you know what I mean. Big old Gennardin. Just like Team Rocket, I'm blasting off again. Other DPS can't keep up. I love it when my cow dies, though. Holy. Bruce HPS feels so strong. Yeah. I'm a big, big fan. I'm gonna pull these two warriors onto this guy. And then I think I'm gonna go corner pack instead. I do like this. I can see that blurs up. Oh, I don't have... You're dead, buddy. JK. Love the tank test. Good to see each one is doing. However, I did have someone in my Discord already link it out of context, Paladin doing. Oh, yeah. Well, tell them to just read the patch notes from today, and then they don't have to doom anymore. Also, I tried to make this clear, but maybe it didn't come across so clear, but, like, Paladin is, like, has been, like, not terrible in group content if you have a healer who's willing to, like, kind of babysit you. It does a lot of damage. It's just, like, awkward because when you're comparing all the tanks in, like, an attempt to be in a static environment, and one of the tanks can't complete the test, you can't compare the numbers. So, yeah, it's a little Paladin dooming. Also, just tell him to reroll. I don't know. Quit crying. Reroll. Easy peasy. We hardly used spinning crank last season as it didn't harden any damage. You just use it to gather mobs for midnight as well. Yeah, for the most part. Like, you still kind of prioritize your blackout combo Tiger Palms. And because you're getting more Keg Smash resets, you're actually just hitting Keg Smash way more, which means that a lot of your blackout combos are going into Keg Smashes anyways. So spinning crank kick is kind of like a gathering tool, if anything. I'm glad people enjoyed the video. I know it's not super accurate, like I'm obviously aware of there's some glaring issues with it and some stuff that I left out that I should have mentioned, but yeah. I'm gonna be doing it again. Like, just a snapshot of your final numbers, no video, I'm gonna just screenshot and grab it. Yeah, that's like, it's terribly out of context. You kind of need to watch the video to like hear what I'm saying about them, but like one major issue, and like I'm well aware of this, and it's a very fair criticism. I don't think anyone really pointed it out in the comment section, but I'm sure like there are some people who are like thinking about it, but there is no data. Like, the data was one test. And so when you have like very minimal data and like you're not really like cross comparing or like averaging out like numbers and shit, that's obviously a major flaw. Also, not all the builds were like purely optimized. I could have been trying to like spend more time trying to optimize damage while also like staying alive and like playing more with talents. There were some tanks where I just straight up was like, oh, okay, I did the test in one pull and it's good. I wanted it to be like, oh my god, please kick, thank you, holy. I know it's a new dungeon, but kicking is a normal mechanic. Holy shit. Yeah. Do we know what the tank multiplier and damage for threat is in beta? I think it's... I actually don't know off the top of my head. I know that the taunt modifier has been changed to like 800%, but that was done in like... I think it's live now? Maybe? Oh my god. We just deleted that pack. Hunter. Oh my god. Insane. Yep. Marksman, very good. Just 3 warriors? We're gonna walk with this. Some tanks, though, I will admit, like, do have threat issues, kind of, depending on the tank. Brewmaster, on their very first pull of the dungeon, will have, like, a small threat issue still. Until you accumulate flurry strikes, or you accumulate, coalesced energy or vitality. Until you do that, the first pull, like, is a little weird for threat, because you have to, like, auto-attack for flurry strikes now, or you have to, like, deal damage to generate with, vitality. But, like, once you have that stuff, when you do keg smash, it feels really good. We gonna see more BDK shot? I don't think so. So I really liked the gameplay loop of BDK when Blood Boil was generating Bone Shield stacks, which they have removed, obviously, for very apparent reasons. And I don't like how bad it feels without consistent cooldown reduction on Dancing Rune Weapon. Like, your Marrow Rend or your Bone Shield stack, like, economy is terrible. Which feels bad. And Deathbringer feels a little better, but I just don't like the Deathbringer gameplay loop. It feels clunky to me. Feels good, it just feels clunky. You're gonna miss tracking a bunch of buffs for a fast Celestial Brew? Yeah, I mean, you really only track Purified Chi, but yeah. No, what are you do- Intern. Stop being bad. Okay, DK just ate shit. W. They need to really... They really need to address Celestial Brew, man. It does shit for healing. Oh, that frontal is rough. That's weird. Do they just not target healers? Is that what's going on? Yeah, Purified Chi would be good. Yeah, we're probably gonna wipe here. Unlucky. What fight did this? Like, it was back in, like, it was in BFA, Balfour, no. Desire Lore? Dude, I love these orbs, man. These look sick as fuck. Blackout Combo and Celestial Brew, Purified Chi were some of your favorite abilities in the game? Yeah, and unfortunately they removed fucking both of them. What a clutch ring, though. Oh, thanks, dude. What's my stream recap for the year? I don't think I've looked. Like on Twitch? I don't watch a lot of streamers, man. I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure that my highest view thing was probably like Megaset or something. There's also the Underrod guy. Yeah, but that was like, that wasn't like a bullet hell for an intermission. That was just like if you didn't pop the mushrooms, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of like the last boss. Or not, that you're thinking of the last boss. The Paladin buffs aren't implemented into the game currently. But I did see the notes, and the notes are really good. I think that's going to help out Paladins a lot. Because Guardian of Ancient Kings is already like a like a 3-minute CD with the CDR, so like honestly you might be able to actually use Guardian of Ancient Kings like very frequently depending on the size of the pull. So I'm interested. Yeah, I don't ever want to press Mirror Run into AoE. Yeah, and it's like it also feels bad hitting Death's Caress. Like Death's Caress is also kind of a bozo ability. Can I provoke these guys? Oh, I'm not running Hasty. Okay, never mind. Unmake is dangerous though, dude. Ooh, middle of the room is also not great. They took away CDR from Guardian. What do you mean? Guardian Druid? Did they? I would really like for them to make Blackout combo great again. I don't know if I really care about Purified Chi. Oh my god. Guys, we're not in a rush. It's all good. We gotta stop standing in the middle of the room when a frontal's coming out. Is it implemented though? Because I'm pretty sure when I logged in my Paladin like an hour-ish ago, hour and a half ago, it was not implemented. Oh, guy just ate shit. Unlucky. Oh. I'm in a group, dude. Holy shit. Oh, don't connect those other ones. No, 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 no. Yep, we're dead. GG. Healer pump. Holy. This guy's insane. I don't mind if Purified Chi goes or stays. I just want Celestial Brew to, like, feel impactful. Like, it should be... I don't even know what I'm trying to say, actually. I just want Celestial Brew or Celestial Infusion to, like, be significant. Right now, it's not. And it's like our 6th top heal, which is really bad. Where it should be, like, 2nd or 3rd. In most cases. Are we about to get crushed by this hand? Yeah. What's up, kid? Healer deserves a medal? Yeah, probably, except our group is just standing in the... Oh my god. Watch out, DK. Splat. Yep. Guys. Like... Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason it's 50% is because you have modifiers on it and you have, like, mastery components and your stagger's really high, so you're easily in deep stagger. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Bone Shield Generation's important, but I think it's really clunky in the way it currently works. Like, at least before with, Dancing Rune Weapon, it felt kind of okay with, like, the CDR on it, but now it's, like, hitting Death's Caress because it's more optimal. Like, dude, I think Marrow Rend should just straight up give you way, way, way more shield than it currently does. Like, it giving 3 but costing 2 runes is just, like, criminally, terrible. What's he pinging? I see it, buddy. Our healer got splatted. Is Bone Shield Generation a problem that you don't need it as a resource anymore? No, you still need to maintain at least 5 charges, but the problem is that before you were able to, like, use Dancing Your Weapon like often enough, which would replicate your stack generation. And now that you don't get cooldown reduction on it, you're really strong inside of your Dancing Your Weapon, but the generation feels really bad outside of it. So you have to spend more globals on generating Bone Shield charges than actually like hitting impactful buttons like Blood Boil or Heart Strike, especially during your CDs, which feels terrible. Or outside of your CDs, I should say. How did we get a bat? What is this? Donde? How do you say bat in Spanish? How do I feel about Prot Warrior gameplay in beta? I think it plays really well. It's a little haste starved right now, but that's just like, that's first tier. That's like typical first tier Prot Warrior. Luckily, Mountain Thane cures the haste issue by just giving you infinite rage. Colossus is probably not going to be super great. What? Maybe wait a sec. For what? Huh? But generally speaking, I think it's fairly like I like how Colossus plays right now on beta, but I know it's gonna be an issue because quite frankly, oh my god, I'm trying to like fucking do this. It's just you can't have infinite shield block uptime, which feels bad. But the healing actually feels better, generally speaking, which I like a lot. This group, yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's beta, it's like, doesn't really matter. Right now I'm just gaming a game, you know? Oh, that was close. Oh! Oh! Here. What is this song, dude? What the fuck is this playlist, man? I'm like also trying to play. Oh, okay. How does VDH feel fun-wise? I think, besides Prop Paladin being criminally just like terrible, I think all the tanks actually play really well right now outside of Guard. Like I don't like Elun's Chosen, but every other tank I think feels really good. Maybe I'll play some VDH after this. Who knows? Did I try Bob and Weave talent? No, because I like the control. I like Blackhawk Sprue. I was like blanking on the name. What is this? Oh shit. W. Insane. Damn. Really hope they make Prop Paladin playable because it seems really high PM and one of the more difficult tanks to play, and I'd really like that at midnight. Yeah. See, I mean, it's very easy to doom about Prop Paladin right now, but I don't think it's cursed. It's just like, they clearly need help. It's like difficult to test them because they're harder to play and need more babysitting. And once Blizzard kind of, hopefully implements these buffs, maybe they're implemented, but, uh, I don't think Paladin's gonna be as bad as people are saying it's gonna be. I see so many doomers online and in discords and stuff. But it's like, Jesus. Beta's still we have 10 more weeks of beta testing. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. I don't know what key they want to do, so we're just gonna do whatever I want to do, which is exactly how the world should work. Amen. Let's do Magisters. We can do Nexus Point since they asked that. Wish you could hibernate till launch. I think a lot of people are saying that, but I think it's going to be here a lot faster than, like, it's obviously 2 months away. It's still going to take 2+ months or 3 months to get here, but I think in 3 months' time, it's going to be like, holy shit, it flew by. Crazy. Yeah, it's going to fly by. Next thing you know, it's going to be March 2nd. We're going to have early access and shit, and, like, I don't know. It's going to be great. I hope people will stop riding the doom train of like Midnight's fucking dead. Like they're ruining my class. I'm gonna just unsub. Like that needs to stop, man. I think the game's moving in a really, really good direction. Okay, I'm gonna play with these guys again, except Vespin was like a little toxic. Like bro came in and was like broing up our other bro, and then the bro was broing back. It's like, bro, chill. Bro, 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 bro. Fuck it, I'm gonna set it to 13. Fuck it, we ride. It's gonna be more beginner friendly, I think. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, I think beginner friendly is really big. I think also some more complicated specs are getting tuned in the right way. I think there are some classes that understandably are getting tuned not in the right way or pruned in the right way. Reset meters. Good comms. Good comms. Reset data. Also, why the fuck is my meter like that? Like, every time I log in, it changes. Yeah, it's gonna bother me. This group is very confident. I don't even know what I'm doing, but we're gonna just send it. I think some classes are losing their skill expression, and I think Brewmaster is one of them, but Team Lock is like 2 or 3 buttons. Is he playing Demo, though?
Give up this foolishness. We have already won.
How far do I go with these? I don't even know. Oh, he's playing Destro. Oh, what is this? Oh. You mean sub-rogue and I'm dooming hard? It's rough. Yeah, you know, specs like that might be kind of down bad. I think Brewmaster's like right on the fine line of like, it lost a little too much, but it's also like not the end of the world, but I'd like it if they implemented at least like the Breath of Fire Blackout combo change, or if they brought Purified Chi back, even if it was only like a 3-stack kind of system. I don't know. This seems really cursed. I don't know what I'm supposed to pull in here. This is weird. Someone dropped a feast. I think it's the most update. Why did we... Yeah, this is gonna be a wipe.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Oh well. I think it's a midnight feast. Yeah, I mean, Seers are danger, but, like, someone definitely body pulled from behind. Like, I don't know. Unlucky. You're asking because cooking trainer, I can't learn midnight cooking. It might be a vendor thing, maybe? I don't know. I don't know where these Seers exist from. Is everyone here? Because they're residing on the other side of this pipe. I don't know how close they get. There's one on the stairs, like, way over there. It should be good. Yeah, I can't tell if it's, like, a social aggro problem or if it's a... Huh? I don't know what he was talking about. That seemed fine. Can go that way. Oh. There's a circuit seer here. Oh, man. These guys are kind of brutal, aren't they? What's your opinion on Stormwrath Fire going? I know it's bugged, but you love it. I'm very sad that that's going. And I'm also sad that Windwalker took the only cool... They took, like, the only cool animation from Brewmaster, which was Weapons of Order. I hated Weapons of Order as an actual ability, but I think the animation of the actual cooldown was really, really, really cool. Oh, why isn't the circuits here, like, doing Gigadam? Is it... Am I missing something? Only Kiri monks feel bad about it? It going away? I mean, let's admit it. I mean, I think the reworked Weapons of Order, like, animation around your character looked fucking sick. Okay, so these will connect. And then someone stands in the beam and then disables them. And then maybe one day we'll, like, kick. I got that one. And there should be a couple more here. I wish Brewmaster had a core offensive cooldown and not just Cow and it's like a selection. Like if you don't play Cow, you just don't have a CD. Oh. Oh. Okay. I feel like this fight used to get a lot more chaotic with the beams, but I feel like we're just keeping it under control real easy. Maybe I'm wrong? Into Westing. I like these tryhards, man. They already know everything about all these dungeons. It's good. Did I not click it? Hello? Oh, there we go. I love that I just, like, clicked it, but then didn't click it. What's down here? Oh! Okay. I hate threat. I hate threat. What are we doing? I have 2 hunters, one of them is marksman, and I still have threat issues. W. I don't think we want that little smudge to do the thing, if you know what I mean. No. No smudges. I think this matters. I think if these guys get healed, they spawn, and it's not great. I like threat when I'm playing warrior and I thunderclap and I immediately have infinite threat forever, but I really don't like, when I pull 2 packs and my, like, Heg Smash doesn't hit one of them and I don't have flurry charges and I just get owned. Die, smudge. Okay. What spawns the smudges? Is it just when the mobs die? Or are they, like, being spawned by a cast? That guy died and spawned one. I'm not using spinning crank kick much. It's just not tuned well. It hasn't been tuned well for a long time. Is it worth pulling... Oh. I don't know if it's worth, like, trying to pull this up and around. I'm, like, trying to, but... Oh, this guy's big and strong now. I remember on Alpha, this trash was like the most miserable thing in the world, but honestly, it doesn't feel too terrible. Yeah, but Spinning Crank Kick's just like not tuned well enough right now to be like an actual rotational ability. What do these guys do? Is it just damage?
Is it worth pulling this stuff to the next pack? Probably, right? As long as we get kicks. Yeah, I just don't know what any of these guys do. I don't want to, like, pull, like, 10 casters and just get obliterated. Plus, I'm not playing Charred Passions. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna sneak on over here, touch it at that guy. I don't think I should be standing in this fixate. This healer's so washed, man. Rested Druid bad. Oh, everyone's bad. Can I outrange that? Yeah, that guy's kind of banned as fuck. Is this real trash or is this fake trash? I'm guessing it's real. Oh, the double claws kind of goes crazy. Yeah, that's my fault if it was a frontal. Nice. I wish our Rested Druid would kick. Really rubbing it in now. I just thought, like, on Alpha, this guy was, like, super... Like, I thought this was, like, fake, and it was part of the boss fight, but maybe I'm dumb. When these guys die, they spawn smudges, but where do they go? Oh, they don't even spawn smudges. Is this a gauntlet or is this the boss fight? I have no idea what's going on. Bang, pow. The arrows are nice. They used to not have the arrows on that trash. Or at least it didn't on Alpha. I don't know if it had it the other week. Alright, I really don't like this. I don't like gauntlets like this. This is really boring. I'm wondering what world you, like, shroud or invis to this area, and then you, like, pull trash into this gauntlet, because this is so dumb. It's like one of my least favorite things about dungeons is when you have, like, these, like, forced gauntlet RPs. Like, Algathar has kind of the same issue at Croth. What do you think of Brew so far? Is it self-healing good? Are the beers still bad? Yeah, beers are still bad. It's generally pretty good. It needs a little bit of healer attention, but it's, like, fairly self-sufficient in, like, large pulls. Algathar Academy being, like, one of those, like, in the Botanica specifically. God, that purple on purple is really hard to see. I think Brew's cooking. I think Brew right now is in a really good spot. There's a lot of bugs though, like a lot of bugs, a lot of issues with like Master of Harmony in particular. I'm hoping for like not a rework, but there are some things that they need to address, specifically like Press the Advantage, specifically Harmonic Surge and how that operates. If they do that though, I think Brew's gonna be in a really good spot. And then don't we like stand in this frontal or something? And we gain, so we take damage and we deal big dam. And we lusted this as well. Is it a frontal or is it like a line? It's hard to tell with the animation. I can't tell if it gets wider at the back though. Maybe I'll try that on the next one. Never mind, this guy's at fucking 9%. Okay. And yeah, Feral Druid damage is pretty big. That's crazy. Can you CC these guys? Oh, beautiful. Alright, W. We love that. Oh, I have to run up fucking my worst enemy, stairs. Yeah, that's crazy. Feral Druid's insane. I wish Brewmaster did that kind of damage. Ah, do we have enough percent even? Like, am I wild? Oh, don't tell me we get the chunk. Ah, no, not channeling. Did I try taking raid? No. I'm not a raider. I don't really care about raid testing. Is this real trash? Oh, it's real. Okay. Oh my god. Please, leave me alone. I feel like having 2 images up is not a good thing, so we'll deploy a little touch of death. These radiant swarms look kind of creepy. Is this Luciferan Flare? Is that a tank target ability or is that random? I think both times it targeted me. It's good to know. Oh my god, please. I'm getting gripped all over the place. I have like... Oh my god. I had like priory PTSD on that circle. Is it a clear the room kind of angle? It's frontal soon, right? Like crazy? Oh! That might be a fervent. That's not good. That guy just got blown up. That is for sure a tank mechanic, I'm pretty sure. That is objectively funny. Did it happen again? The Mortal Coil's rough. Yeah, that's a fervent. That's... it's really hard to, like, move these mobs. I'm guessing we have to pull all this. Oh, I'm out of potions as well. Okay, we shouldn't need to clear the rest. Okay. Just holy damage. I don't even know why they kicked that mob and why it happened so fast, but... Alright. Love this game. What happens if you stand in it? Oh. Just knocks you back. Okay. I didn't know if it was like a weird thing where if you like soak it, it like doesn't spawn an image. Did you push rating for retail? I'm trying to improve myself after 3500, but I got stuck as a tank. I think my warrior's like a little under 3800, and then my brew I've been pushing on the last couple. Like this last week I started pushing on brew again on retail, but I think I'm like 3750. I have like mostly 18s, then a couple of 20s. I'm like jumping up because I know a lot of people with Brazil, which I'm not like super proud of. I can't even see why they're... How are we kicking so fast? Oh, it follows the boss with Hunter's Mark. That's kind of dumb. Alright, sorry. I'm not hitting my buttons at all. Like, I'm just standing here trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Yeah, Hunter season for sure. They all have horns, though. Am I crazy? Like, look, all of the images have horns on them. That's why I'm confused, because I was told it was whichever one has horns on it, but... Is it whichever one doesn't have horns on it? Like, here, we'll see it maybe one more time. I know Hunter's Mark will follow it, but... Like... It's the one with... Oh, it's the one without horns. Okay. Alright. I was, like, looking for the one, I'm like, dude, I think I'm tripping balls, bro. They all have horns. They all look the same. That was fucking wild. I'm just sitting here like, dude, maybe I'm too old for this game. Maybe I need to go, like, pet battle or some shit that they removed. Oh, man. Actually wild. Yeah, that's why I was so confused. I think I forgot who told me that. I thought it was the horns, not the other way around. Because I was like, this man's bald as fuck. I'm just washed, man. Fully bathed. What's a void portal? What's this? It says pH. Oh. Hunter feels really nice. Everyone else's defensives got nerfed, and a lot of stuff you can, like, feign in this pool. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter has always had, like, a really high skill ceiling. Like, Feign is really good. Like, if you're hyper focused on exactly what you need to do, man, you can feign so many abilities. Oh, I forgot to look at the overall damage there. Having counted with beta talk, do they prune too much for tanks, or does it feel just right? It depends on the tank, I think, if you ask. Some tanks are going to be a little sad about their changes. Some tanks are going to be, like, totally fine with it. I think Brew's kind of, like, sitting on the fence. Like, I think they over-pruned it a little bit in my preference, but I think for the average Brewmaster player, I think the changes are good. I just like a little bit more complexity, but if you ask, like, a BDK, they're probably pretty upset about the Dancing Rune weapon change. Prop Paladins are also kind of down bad in their current state. Let's go Magister's Terrace. We'll go 13 again, I think. Paladins are sad right now. Yeah, but Paladins are always... Paladins are sad regardless, man. Even when they're meta, they're just, like, fucking crying. Like Anduin. How does Prot Warrior feel in terms of tuning? Prot Warrior probably got the least changes. Besides the fact that you're now just, like, down a lot of haste because it's going from the end of an expansion to the start. Almost nothing got changed about Prot Warrior outside of Last Stand. It actually feels better because they tied Last Stand into your shield wall. So whenever you shield wall, you get a big fat heal. Yep. Still broken. Unlucky. Man, they need a little bubble bath, man. Magister's Terrace. That's fine. We're brew users. We brew use. Thunderclap spam feels bad, but it's pretty much the same. Uptime on Ignore Pain feels awkward, though. Yeah, Ignore Pain needs a little bit of a touch-up. Mostly because, like, the per-use effect is, like, really low. Like, you ignore pain, and then there's a chance before your next global, your ignore pain is gone. Yeah, but if you play Colossus, which I personally think feels better, it's not Thunderclap spam per se. But if you play Mountain Pain, it's definitely Thunderclap spam. Okay, I was told they added a pack here now. Yikes.
You were warned, Umbric. The Terrace is forever closed to you. Now leave before...
Oh, why are we knocking them away from the other mobs that I'm trying to drag them towards? Free. Typhoon users are cringe, man. Can roar. Okay, one polymorph. We'll dispatch that guy. I like the start to Magisters, but I really hate, like, I mean, unless they change the trash significantly. I hate the back half of this dungeon. It's very annoying. I wonder if I should drop Vital Flame in here, though. I feel like the pulls aren't big enough. Damn, you guys got here real quick. I feel like... Do I chain this? I feel like the AoE damage could be kind of overstimulating, as the kids say. Watch your tank review, and I think I'm gonna go with Death Knight first and Demon Hunter for your second tank to level up. Always enjoyed Bear to fall back on, though. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I mean, keep in mind that a lot's gonna change over the next, like, couple weeks or a couple months, but... yeah, but, I mean, all the tanks are looking to be in a pretty good spot, outside of Bear being undertuned. Specifically in Elun's Chosen, I think our Druid of the Claw is looking really good. This shit's the bee's knees, brother. I think Demon Hunter is gonna rock with 5% spell damage reduction, plus they do a lot of damage. Yeah, chances are that's probably true. I mean, VDH got a little bit of a nerf today, but... You think kids... Yeah, six or seven syllables, generally. What are we pinging?
But we can't afford to linger here.
Do I pull this with more shit? I forgot to pick up pots. This little kitty cat's on crack, bro. Fucking stay away from the catnip, brother. This doesn't help me. What? I don't need health pots. I need big damn, big 50% increased fucking main stat damage. That's what I need. I might have pulled too many casters here. That is a-okay, though. We're good. No qualms. This healer looks bored, so we're gonna pull very big. Oh, kick Pyroblast, see ya. Oh, good turtle, insane. Oh my god, guy's a gamer. Oh, are you trading me potions now? Alright, there we go. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm looking for. Well, now keep our group alive, please. Do you think we're gonna do another trilogy announcement after the last Titan? Dude, I have no... I don't know. Yo, I miss Magister's Terrace being in the new X-Pack. Is it the same layout? No, you're going through like a secret little entrance and then you're going in like a back way. It has similar vibes, but it's definitely a different dungeon for sure. I think we pull him here now, and then we should just soak orbs. And this guy should... Does he take more damage here? Yeah. 20% damage increase. Hold on. Oh! There we go. Oh! Did one one snuck their way in? My bad. I think I'm supposed to hold them up against a wall or something. As long as there's no PvP boss, yeah, true. Wait, where did that circle go? Oh. I'm just kind of dumb. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to do a trilogy announcement. I don't know if they consider this a success. I don't know if they feel like it's good that it, kind of, like, gets rid of that, like, weird, like, let's speculate what the next expansion's going to be, like, and then, like, the potential leaks, right? Like, I think it gets rid of all of that jazz. Alright, I think this should be a better protocol layout. I don't think the orbs come through the wall. I gotta soak the ones that are in the poop, though. I'm pretty sure. This has to be a bug, right? Like, we got 3 orbs there. Yeah, it has to be. There's no way that's not a bug. You think it's implemented this way? You think the boss is supposed to be, like, tank it up against a wall so you can ignore its entire, like, all of its mechanics? That doesn't seem like what Blizzard is ever trying to do with bosses. Because you better believe the average pug is just gonna, like, AFK. And, like, keep him in the middle of the room, you know?
A crude solution, but effective. The Cynosure should be just ahead.
So I was under the impression that it was gonna, like, the orbs were gonna be forced to come from, like, more of the same direction instead of from all sides. And I figured if that was the case, that would be, like, a little bit better. Oh my god, this poor SNJ is getting bullied. These rune spellbreakers, though, I think need to target the tank with these. Like, man, I don't, like... We probably lose so much damage by them turning one way versus the other. What is going on? This could be problematic. I kind of didn't mean to pull all this. Oh, I'm definitely hitting into the shield. See, that's why I hate these shield-type mobs, man. Or at least if their shit's static, because then, like, once it's up, you know, okay, it's always facing the tank, so then I move and the rest of my group's chilling. Dude, Destrolock, though, man? The Kill Jaden's Cunning or whatever it's called? The Echo of Sargeras? Yeah, dude, that shit's fucking wild. That looks so good when it's coming down. I love standing just outside the F-low. Oh my god. Dude, that Runic Wound, though. Oh my god. Make D&D follow the tank like F-low now, please? Yeah. Oh shit. Honestly, though, like, if you play Desecrate, Death and Decay feels fine. Like, you put it down, then it disappears immediately, does all its damage up front, and, you maintain the benefits. Desecrate's such a cool ability for Sandlane. I wish it was, like, just part of the OG tree. Did it not go on one player? Was it like an immune or something? I feel like this is like one of those weird fights where it's like kind of RNG. Like you kind of want it to go on the tank. But holy shit, man. Does meld work? Like, does it... You just meld at any point before the runic mark goes off? Bane doesn't work. That's really weird. You feel bad you just watch the video, feels bad for Druid and Pally? I wouldn't feel too bad about Bear. Like, Bear just has a hero talent that's, like, significantly undertuned, clearly. But Druid of the Claw looks really good. Yeah, Paladin works okay. It's just, you need a healer. Like, it's really hard to pull off whatever I was trying to do in that video. Like, soloing it. But again, I could be bad. Like, maybe a more experienced Paladin player could go in and, like, actually just blast. Wait, why are these mobs all the way over here? That's weird. You know what I should try after this? I need to change my nameplates to be stacking to see if there's, like, if it's any better. I've done the same pull and I can't live on Paladin either. Yeah, it's tough. I think the longest I was able to live was, like, 55 seconds or something. Like, it was, like, just shy of a minute. But I would just die, and it feels bad. Because I was hoping I'd be able to live to my second set of my second set of 1 minute CDs. I was running like Short Wings and Divine Toll. And so my hope was like, okay, if I can live a minute, then I can at least live a minute 30. And unfortunately that's just like not the case. Holy Paladin has the same issue with Eternal Light Wog replacement. Yeah, I think they just need to do some aggressive tuning with the class as a whole. Like, Paladin's felt down bad. Please, why is this hatchling not coming in? Do they... Oh, they blow up when they die, or is this just the AoE damage? It's hard to tell. Did you pick up Brawlers Guild punching bags for your house yet? It seems like they would be a good fit. Every time I go to the Brawlers Guild, it's like a 7 to 10 like person queue, and I'm just like, I don't want to sit around for like, 10 minutes per run. So like, I think I hit rank 2 and I've just stopped. Like, I'm trying to like find a good time to do it, but I feel like no matter what, there's always people there. Maybe I need to go on like a shitty alt that has like a lower pop server. Oh my god, why am I losing thread immediately? Oh, I didn't have any flurry strikes on that keg. Okay, makes sense. So I'm just like walking backwards. I don't really know what's behind me. It's been 6 weeks since you got tuning. Yeah, that's what do the kids say? Unlucky. Oh. I just thought we pulled like the entire world. That was insane. What feared us? I don't remember there being a fear in this poll, but maybe I just play with insane gamers who actually kick things. Or maybe I'm choosing to play with 3 hunters or 2 hunters on a warlock right now. Insane. Oh, we pulled more. Okay, easy. Except I don't have threat on like anything, and targeting each mob is so annoying with these nameplates. Does this guy no longer apply the healing absorb to the tank, or has it just been getting removed super quickly every time? Hope for the J Lightning talent to Yeah, it's terrible, and I can't imagine it's gonna get good. They would have to bump up Crackling Jade Lightning by like a tremendous amount for it to be good. Am I crazy? Devour, yeah. Isn't that what we just killed? Or is this a different man? They look the same. What the fuck? I don't think last time I was in here a couple weeks ago, like I was really struggling at getting this absorb off. Like it's deep, dude. It's so deep. Holy fuck. It's so deep. Flipped out of context. Amen. Like, look, dude. It's like it's unironically my entire health bar. That's wild, man. It also applies often, like twice. Like 2 times is kind of crazy. It's probably about to apply again as well. Alright, Jelly Man. I tuned in and all I heard was it's so deep. Yeah, unlucky. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is what we do. Do you think the extra tank busters on Academy feel rough, or are they manageable? They're super manageable. It's just like it made sorry, I'm like trying to figure out why these guys are like spam pinging each other. It just made the limit testing or like compare testing like kind of difficult, because it was like, well, I now like have this bleed to deal with, and some tanks handle that kind of damage profile like clearly not the same. So it's manageable though. You have to be a little careful about chaining though, because you don't want the bleed to stack up really high. And so if you chain at the wrong time, what happens is that the applications of the debuff are desynced in such a way where they'll like overlap, or like they'll constantly reapply and put you all the way up to 5. Now, luckily it does cap at 5. But having a 5 stack of the bleed is really, really, really bad. And there's something I really didn't consider until I did an Algothar 15 last night with some DPS who were clearly out of practice, is the best way I'll put it. Not super great. That's not a very clear mechanic. Again? Okay. Guess you're Dark Iron Dwarf Monk? Yeah, maybe. I mean, okay. I don't think the bleed's that bad. It's manageable. If you have the option to remove a bleed, it's obviously going to be better than anything else, but also... this makes me a toxic elitist, but I think that 99.9% of players race change thinking that they're better than they are, and it doesn't matter for most people. You'll live the bleed. Like, you'll be fine. Just hit your buttons. Healer, heal me. Just blame your healer when you die. I think a lot of people like race change dwarf, and then they're like, but it's for my plus 12. It's like, man, you don't need that shit for your plus 12, dude. You don't even need it for your plus 19. You know what's gonna make you play better? Having a really good transmog, and if you're a dwarf, you're already ugly. Like, you're already down bad. It's probably one of my toxic traits, is like the whole racial discussion. I just don't think anyone ever needs to race change unless you're actually doing world first keys. You think dwarves have the best mog? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some good dwarf mogs out there, but I like goats and ladies with strong shoulders, so you know. No, I don't rock. And if you're referring to Rockman, no, Rockmen are gross. Yeah, World of First Keys are my job. Definitely not my job. I am not that good. And that's why I have the opinion I do. Like people, you know, I've had people that I played with. They're like, "Why don't you go dwarf for this dungeon?" I'm like, guys, if I can't live this like key that's significantly lower than the top runs in the world, then like I clearly I'm bad. Like I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like racials. I honestly I wish racials were like similar to PvP talents where like they were something that you can choose from. Where it's like, oh, in this key I want to run like a poison dispel or a bleed dispel or whatever, a dot removal on a 2-minute cooldown, or oh, we don't have lust, let me like talent into a lesser lust, you know? Like that kind of stuff I think would go pretty hard for the Mythic Plus ecosystem, even though I think some people would disagree and there's definitely counter arguments to it, but I just don't like racials being in the game. Yeah, just play with an Aug Evoker, I don't know. Oh, bless, they changed this. I think this used to be 2 Devourers here? Oh my god, these other guys are just living. Oh. They just like stand out with this? Oh, I gotta stop moving. Stay in the F-Flow, stay in the F-Flow. Wait, why is the F-Flow moving? Oh, is this that Life Bloom talent shit? Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely worth putting on me. You got 3 monks. Dead Dwarf, Tauren, oh, Dark Iron Dwarf, Tauren, and Panda? Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I also have 4 monks. I have a Panda, a Night Elf, a Human, and a Draenei.
Champion, I know what to do.
Scream, Cauterize, and Disc, yeah.
The Cynosure to the Void Storm.
Why does your Blackout combo macro show Tiger Bomb for a second after you press it? Because, I like to minimize my keybinds, so if I can hit 1 and then 1 again, it's kind of nice. Alright, I gotta lock in for this, because I often mess this fight up. Are we split properly? Nope, we just missed. Macro's in my Discord. Oh, the last second root is what got him? Yeah, that's fine. I like this fight a lot, man. I think they cooked with this one. Though it is super, like, punishing. I think when you miss the soak, it's like, oh, well, it's... I mean, we obviously just healed through it there, but I don't know how many cooldowns were committed, but kind of insane. I can get this one. I think in, like, an ideal world, you have tank soak. Also, having a bunch of range on this fight's super nice. Like, when the orbs are kind of far out, it makes it a lot easier to dodge. I think we kind of lucked out with a triple range comp. But yeah, it's in my Discord. I'll soak it. It's fine. Oh yeah, I can be out of melee range. I wonder, is this spell reflectable? I wonder if, like, his auto is reflectable. The only thing I don't like about this fight is, like, do you see these, like, beams above my head? Like, I feel like it blocks your view in kind of an annoying way. Ooh, that was close. I don't know what the root looks like, so I'm trying to, like, make sure that no one's getting... I should actually maybe Tiger's Lust the root. Let me get hit by this. Bam, rooted. Ooh. I think I really pissed you about where we're reflecting, Princess. Oh, nice save. W. SNJ is a gamer. Oh, I just hit 3K with that. That's fucking awesome. That'd be fucking sick. Your Discord looks very helpful. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Um, I'm gonna be redoing my Discord a lot over the next like couple months leading up because I've been working on a website to try to like compile a lot of my information in like a cleaner place that's also accessible online. So I might actually end up removing a good bit from my Discord. You don't understand the reasoning for removing spell block? Yeah, I don't know. It's like a weird justification. It made like Floodgate really challenging this season without spell block. Like I was really struggling this with on Big Mama without spell block because that's kind of what carried me last season. Yeah, it's just it's like so weird on their justification, right? They're like we feel like the skill curve or skills like ceiling is too high for these types of abilities. And so we're gonna just remove it. But it's like, well, Spellreflex still exists and Diffuse still exists. So like, and like other things like other immunities that are like magic specific exist, right? Like Cloak of Shadows or Evasion, like physical hits. Like you have to have a good knowledge of the game to be able to optimize these CDs. And I think that's kind of what a lot of people enjoy about this MMO. And them getting rid of stuff like that is really annoying. Okay, let me buy pots really quick, because I need, like, 200 of these bad Larrys. I should probably put pots on my, like, health pots on my bar. Yeah, I'm okay with... Dampen going away sucks, but it was also a really finicky ability. Like, sometimes it would mitigate 50%, sometimes it mitigated a lot less than that, and it was just like... having a more consistent, like, damage taken palette, I think is better, but... Damn, just realized I never followed you. Here you go, man. Thanks for all the years of content. Aw, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Did they fix Infusion on beta, or is it still broke? It's still broke. Still broke. Diffuse is something that I'm gonna miss. Now, it still exists. You could still play it. I don't know how many things are actually diffusable, and a lot of things that can be diffused don't often target the tank. They normally are going on DPS players or healers. I think Magister's Terrace is actually a really good example. There's a lot of dots in that dungeon, but very rarely do they target the tank. And then there are dots that do go on the tank, but more often than not, they are disease, they're poison, they're curses, and it's just like, well, diffuse doesn't help there either, so unlucky. That's fine. It's what it is what it is, you know? Someday, I like having an extra defensive CD, but having more brews to work with feels really nice as a whole, and I feel more tanky without it, the way that things are scaled. Yeah, I think it's a net win for sure. I think them leaning really hard into like stagger and just focusing on your core like mitigation, palette is so much better. I think purifying more often and having like stronger passives ends up being good. So I am all for it. I love how much damage Breath of Fire is doing, dude. Like, fire damage feels insane. You know what I should do, though? I should maybe lean away from fire damage. Maybe I do, like... Maybe I go, like, Mastery, or I go another point into High Tolerance. And... Oh, I wasn't even playing Vital Flame that run. What was I playing? Oh, I was playing Counter-Strike. Huh. Nah, fuck it. We go back.
You missed the magic DR, not the actual reflect. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Having a short magic DR is really good. You running triple breath? Yeah, I'm running Dragon Fiber, or I'm going to be in this run.
The void beckons us onward. Empty your sanity behind.
This is a little spooky. Big healing though. Necrotic Wave is gonna go out one more time. Juggy's down. Beautiful. Big fan. I think that's like a pretty good first pull. I could get these laborers in here. I think we went over percent last time though, so I'm not like really hurting for it. I think we can probably have our team handle that while I get the next pull going. Let's get this guy in here as well. Fuck it. Oh. Holy shit. Oh!
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
I don't know if like this guy's better. Like Hexers are kind of okay. We also like don't need it, so maybe we just like dude, the tab targeting system is so terrible. We should probably learn to stop that and then Tiger's Lust. Oh my god, I'm just messing up my entire rotation now. Is the left side better? I did left side on alpha a lot, but it was like obviously not Mythic plus content. I think we'll just do like do we not? Oh. I don't know how much I like these hunters. I don't like mobs that disengage, man. I don't know if it's worth. I hate mobs that jump away. Oh my fucking god, why? Just, yeah, it's, they're not fun. Running gore. Charmer. I feel like this other pull is also going to be super illegal. Double Necrotic Wave could be really scary here, actually. Why do we always freeze the Eagle? We should probably freeze... maybe it's just, like, hard to hit, actually.
I don't know if we're targeting the right mob, but... there we go. This feels... I don't know how bad it actually feels. Oh. Why am I slow? I can't use anything. I feel like this might also be a really bad pull. Yeah, I was carrying the trap, but then it wouldn't let me throw the trap, but I maybe have to be targeting something to throw it? I don't know. Then we do patrol. It's like a good turtle. Oh my god, you're dead, buddy. Uh... Damn. I'm not there yet, guys. Wait, hold on. Yep. I'm waiting for the... Why the fuck aren't you there yet? Do I use Fort Brew here? How is VDH on beta? Does it feel any different than the past? Is it a little too much like a DPS wanting to be a tank? They got nerfed today. Bro's like, I literally... like, bro pulls, dies, is like, this is why I swapped from a Havoc Bane so I don't get threat. It's like, bro, it's like... You guys pulled, man. I wasn't there. I don't hit non-engaged? Yeah, sure. Sure, buddy. I wish this healer would heal me, though. This is crazy. Yeah, but I think VDH right now on beta is probably still the strongest. It's Rogue's fault I saw it. Yeah, I mean, someone pulled and then they started hitting mobs when I wasn't there. Like, that's ultimately what happened, and it's fine, but it's like... I could have also just not stayed back to try to, you know, get the thing. But I didn't want the healer to be alone, man. He looked all lonely trying to free the prisoners. I don't like how far this boss just, like, puts himself in a corner. It's so funny.
Have I tried Prep Paladin? No, I logged in when beta came up today. I logged into Paladin, and it appeared that the changes were not implemented. Guardian of Ancient Kings was still a 5-minute CD on my UI, and all of the tooltips were still the old tooltips. Oh, come on, dude. Where's the bird at? Bird is the word. Maybe it's changed because someone mentioned that they did a key with the prop out and they didn't feel as terrible as they did last week, but I also don't know if that was just like just the key and whatever, but I'm pretty sure that the changes weren't implemented. Yeah, they'll get there eventually. Just being gaslit, man. Actually gaslit. Wild. Oh, you can feign it. That's good to know. I love... I love this game. You're gonna pay for that. No, you are. Alright, GG's.
And I rescued all that was still alive. But why did Nurajin bring them here?
Maybe I'm hoping that they hotfix the Paladin changes in, and then I can test Paladin at some point this week, but if not, we're probably gonna have to wait for like a future build. I'm curious to see on like what some other tank content creators say on the matter, in terms of like what they think of the buffs. I'll probably do a video tomorrow talking about it. That's a big slam. Do this, into this, into this. Took your meds for the night, gonna lurk mode? Sounds good, Toxic, thanks so much. Thanks so much for lurking and hanging out. Hopefully the meds are a vibe. I'm gonna try to hold... I tried to hold the thing, but goes on Hunter. Good. Is Pally fixed yet? On paper, yeah. On paper, they're better, but they never implemented the changes, at least last I checked, which was about 3 hours ago? 2 hours ago? Whoa, what is that? Whoa! Oh, what? What is that? Yeah, fake notes. The VDH changes were implemented, the Prop Paladin ones were not. So... Beautiful Lust. Definitely fully worth the full 40 seconds. I don't know how dangerous this pull is. We have like one caster? And no one's really kicking Spear, and so I'm going to try to get it here. I just don't know how dangerous Blast is. I love... Yeah, it's like weird because I just... People are tuned kind of awkwardly. Like, we obviously have so much damage in Lust that we kind of delete anything that's not a boss within the Lust window, so... It's not really a wasted Lust, it's like we just can't chain.
Was he rooted in that? Oh, good thing the reset is like right behind us. Please don't pull that man. I don't think I want him. Okay, and we can walk. Huh. Getting rooted in that is not good. I keep telling myself I'm going to try the stacking nameplates thing, and I keep forgetting to. Oh, I literally kicked nothing. I'm so bad, dude. I'm so bad. Get good. Get good, little Shaw. Be bigger than you were.
She's rending the souls, twisting them, feeding them to that monster. There are souls still that we can save.
Be bigger than you were. Smaller than you was. Are we supposed to interrupt his tanks? Only if you're Prop Paladin. And the only interrupting you're doing is interrupting people's fun of actually being able to play the game because you're dead on every pull. Fucking got him. The triple bam! Oh, dude. So good, man. I like this dungeon. This is probably my favorite of these, this set. You can outrange the frontal, which is good. Oh, wow, that was actually really good timing on the collision. West Phantoms. Awkward. Okay, when you blast through that shield so quickly that it doesn't even matter, like, this boss becomes infinitely less fun. I like dodging those orbs, man. Yeah, this is the dungeon where you go into the spirit realm and have to, like, run back. See, where are these guys spawning at? It's kind of a awkward frontal. I feel like it's gonna really punish melee groups. I want to use my Ox, but it's also like 20%.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
It was like awkward. We frozen trapped the one, and then like the other person was kiting the other one away. Like I don't think you CC unless they're already in line, you know? No, why are you kiting it away, bro? And then you stun the one. Okay, I know we're tunneling, but it's like. Oh man. Okay.
She's dead, but her evil lives on. There'll still be many angry souls. I will keep them busy and keep them from feeding the monster. But the monster be up to you.
Where's the caster in this poll? There. Oh, never mind. Kick it. Oh, they're all casters, W. Just gotta watch these hands coming down. It's like kind of dumb that you can just like avoid this, but also the animations on this is not super great. I feel like we're gonna be super short on count. Random bat, W. Yeah, we're gonna be super short. I don't know what I like did. I know I pulled a little less at the start. I didn't think it was like this much. I know we're short percent, but unlucky.
Be careful. He seems powerful and unstable.
I could probably pull this guy on the boss, right? Like, how bad could it be? 1, 2, and then roll back. Launch, dash forward. We watch tornadoes. One, two, 3. Dude, these guys are so good. Like, look at how stacked these totems are. That's, like, actually perfect. We might have time to get our trash done. I don't think we see another phase, but I think we can do 20%. Whoa, my touch of death animation just super bugged out there. That was cool. That was wild. Oh yeah, nice and close. Look at this. What is this? Oh,
Creature dead and the
that was weird.
branch gone. We with the bark all be sleeping.
Now there's no hands, so now all I need to do is grab this defender. Let me go into this pack of shades, and then I'm gonna get kick. Easy peasy. Oh, kicked for like just a second. Yeah. I don't know if this is 7%, so we're probably gonna do one more pull here. That's okay. I don't like these casters. There's no way this guy gives 4%, right? And if he does, great. If not, at least we're in the next pull. Oh, it gives 99%. That's so criminal. What am I doing? Why am I opening this chat? And the sweep here. Big dam. It's good. Not bad. Not bad run. I really like this dungeon, actually. Like, outside of this end bridge, like, I don't know how I feel about this gauntlet, but besides this, like, there's not a ton of casters. The visuals in this dungeon are also, yes, they're also very peak. Yeah, okay, besides the gauntlet, this like little run from first boss to the next area is like a little awkward. Have you done all the dungeons today since they made updates? Anything stand out? I have done all the dungeons up to this point. I've run Mayasara twice. Have I run... I felt like I ran... We ran Magisters. We ran Nexus Point. We ran Mayasara twice, and we ran... Magisters? Wait, did I say 2 dungeons twice? Oh no, okay, yeah, we started with Windrunner. we did, okay, so I did Windrunner and then I did Myasara, and then we ran Nexus Point, then we ran Magisters, and then we came back here. I can do Windrunner again. The last boss is definitely a big boy. I think I already have a Windrunner Spire scroll. Yeah, Windrunner. Are all the dungeons this week 22? I think they made them all 33 minutes, at least, unless I was misreading it, but I think they bumped them all up in timer a little bit. We'll see if we can get people for this. I'd say, in order of my dungeons this week, I would say Myasara is probably my favorite, followed by Windrunner, followed by Magisters, followed by Nexus Point. I don't really like Nexus Point. I don't know. It's not my vibe. Don't know why, really. I mean, I think if I run it more, I'll see. The thing is, I feel fairly familiar with these other dungeons, but I didn't run Nexus Point last time it was around for testing. I just like avoided it for some reason. See, that's funny because Seed is my favorite dungeon. Least favorite season of dungeons. That's wild. I think this is going to be a really good one. Nexus Point could be rough with pugs. I think if you have someone who knows how to like identify a man without horns, you just kick it. I mean, that's if that's the boss you're worried about. The other two felt fine. Like they actually felt underwhelming. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean if you don't have a kick, that's obviously gonna I think put a little damper in your enjoyment of the season if you're someone who likes to kick. I know a lot of healers, especially Residents, who don't like kicking because it's like a little bit of a skill ceiling, right? Because not only do you have to be in melee, but if you're like slightly out of melee, it'll dash you into melee, which can get you killed pretty easily. I like Hunter metas. I'm glad they're good in Season 3. I'm glad. I hope they're good in Season 1 of Midnight. That'd be nice. If we don't get any big people to queue up, I might just like call it. I see this one hunter in queue, but they've never done a dungeon, at least on this character, so. Yeah, I don't think this dungeon's hard per se. The last boss is a little bit of like a little insane. Like even this DH is only 2k and I don't want to be too critical. I think I've run with this DH actually. I can't remember if they're good or not though. I have not I am not impressed with the current state of Devourer compared to other classes right now on beta. Yeah, I think this person played last week. I mean, they it just says they've never run this dungeon, so You try to make your house? Did you brick it up? The line clear boss is getting trolled? You think so? I think the line clear boss in Nexus Point is actually like super underwhelming. Like more often than not, you're clearing all of the lines. If not, you're clearing two of the three because there's always like an overlap, and then you just have the full room to work with. I guarantee you, pugs are still going to yell at healers for not interrupting. Yeah, probably. I don't know how you got all those things and made an open concept in the room with the statue. Like I can't raise the ceiling. I think I had to do like a weird thing with the layout. Like I had to make just a large square room, and then to like the north or whatever I added a stairwell, and then I went up to the second floor, then I added another empty room above the main room. And that's how I made that like open floor concept. I think you have to like have a second floor to add a second floor, if that makes sense. Back on maybe it is possible. I just don't know how to do it. You don't have large square? What what level are you? Or it's medium, large, I don't know. I'm level 5. Like I've maxed out my housing on live. I'm level 5. My goal is to be close to 6 before midnight even launches. Yeah, there's levels to housing. Most players will immediately get like you start at level 1 and then the intro quest gets you to level 2, and then if you have enough like old achievements you probably get to level 3, and that's where most players are at. And then you have to collect a bunch of different you have to get first time housing exp collection bonuses from like new items to level up. In the future you'll have endeavors which you'll be able to do, I think, either daily or weekly or monthly or whatever, and that'll give you exp, but it'll be from collecting decor. And maybe that's why I have the large square room, but you might have to just go up to the second floor and then like add an open ceiling room. Because on alpha I did it. I made like a massive jump puzzle. But yeah, the multiple layer room is pretty lit. I like how creative people can get with housing. Like that's my favorite part about it. Like an indoor maze. Yeah, someone challenged me to an indoor maze and then I like messaged them back and they never got back to me, but like yeah, like you can make mazes, you can do jump puzzles, you can like just put a fucking cuck chair in the corner, you can like make it like a little Animal Crossing home, you can go all out, you can make like yeah, it's so cool. Housing is clearly the best thing they've ever added, and I'm very glad they did it before the release of Midnight. Cuck chair. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you just got a cuck chair in the corner. Sometimes it just do be like that. I don't know if anyone's gonna queue up. I don't know if it's like late for people. I know EU's all asleep, so I think the amount of people testing beta right now is pretty low. One step closer to marriage in the game, yeah. Is there any particular purpose for housing, or is it just cosmetics? It's strictly cosmetic, which is like my favorite part about it. Um, I did a video, like I did a house tour video, and I don't plan on like doing a lot of housing content really ever again, but my favorite part about housing is that you finally have a place to show off accolades and any level of creativity. Like I think transmogs is cool, like transmogging armor is cool, but it's it's so limiting. And it's like at this point now you can farm really any mog you want, especially with like these remixes and stuff. So how your character looks doesn't mean anything anymore. And I think housing is like kind of replacing that. I think that's really sick. Like putting a Nixia's head or some cool like AOTC thing on your wall, or like I don't know, like just some collector shit. I think is super sick. But it's all cosmetic. I'm really into housing, like that whole stuff, like that really appeals to me. I know it's not for everyone, and that's okay because you don't have to do anything with it. Are people saying housing is a midnight selling point when it isn't? It is and it isn't, but I'm much happier that they released it earlier versus later, right? First off, it allows Blizzard to like kind of test it on live servers without it like fucking failing. Obviously they did like stress tests and stuff on their public test realms, but it's that's like part of it. But also like imagine a new X pack comes out and you're all excited to quest and level and like get to endgame and start doing all your chores and shit because that's just how WoW is. But then in the back of your mind you're like, well, housing came out and I want to like work on that. I think them having it come out early was better, so you can focus on like the actual, you know, like the new prey system, getting to like the leveling, the questing, getting to endgame, leveling professions, like the normal WoW shit. But like honestly, I think the housing catalog is so much bigger on in Midnight. Like there's so many sick things that they're adding. Like look at all this cool like shrubbery and shit you're gonna be able to get that's not available currently in game. Like there's way more stuff in Midnight. Like this is like a little teaser, a little taste test. You let your sub lapse until 12.0 pre-patch drops. You don't want to pay $15 just to play with housing. Well then don't. Easy peasy. And housing's still going to be here when you come back in pre-patch. And you'll be able to do your housing in pre-patch. And like, yeah, I mean, save money, man. There's no rush to do it now. Like everything is just going to like, oh, they got all these prey things. Oh, that's so sick. Like here's all the guys you fight. Oh, that's so good. Holy. Wait, this is so sick. What the okay, yeah, I'm in love. GG. Your monk's Mog? This is your monk? It's pretty good. A lot of Dragonflight based shit though. You got your like White Warden bottom, you got your tier 1 Dragonflight, like chest from Vault, and then you have like the Dawn of the Infinite stuff. Staff is pretty cool. W. Yeah, I don't think this game is worth coming back to just for housing unless you're really into housing and you want to like start doing all the collection stuff now so you don't have to worry about it later. Like it if you really get into housing, there's so much to do. It's so good. But if you're not into housing or you're like just a simpleton who wants to put like a bed and a chair in a corner, like you're like that's not it's not a good system then for you. All right, dude, I might call it here. Duo the 14 and just time it? Yeah, maybe. No, I think I'll just call it here, and then I'll be back this week for I'll be back this week for more. I need to test all the other tanks and stuff too at some point, so I'll be running these dungeons a lot. GG's. GG's. Those are fun. We got some good runs. Half your guild is housing hyped and the other half is waiting for raid. Yeah. I think housing itches a very large population of like casual people, or who are, I mean, not even casual people. There's some people who like play at the very high end who are like super into housing as well, but you know, the raids also look really good, so oh my god, there's so much stuff, dude. Like, fuck. Alright, anyways, team. I'll probably be back tomorrow, maybe. I gotta stop saying that I'm gonna be back tomorrow, because what happens is, like, I'll say I'll be back tomorrow, and then I don't fucking play again for, like... I don't stream again for, like, 5 days. It would be interesting to see future guild PvP by trying to attack the other guild's neighborhoods. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. I don't know if that ever happened, but that'd be funny. Live is... It's just, a lot of it's, like, a lot of the decor that you want to like actually decorate your house with, like the beds and the sofas and the chairs and the cushions, like it's extremely static. They're all common pieces that you just buy from vendors, like the regular housing vendors, and you just dye them different colors. Like there's not a lot of depth to it currently, but when you get into Midnight and you look at the catalog, like dude, like look at these fucking curtains. These are sick. Like these, like, I mean, I don't know, some of the stuff is probably in the game already, but like this is a very like cool little cushion. Like you have these mailboxes and stuff. And Cordon Alliance rug. Like I think there's a lot more common but uncommon decorations that like would fit into an actual build, but all these like little busts, they are little chess pieces or whatever. That's funny. Yeah, but right now it feels like it's really limited on what you can do without just like dyeing the basic furniture and then like filling in whatever you dye it to whatever your house style is. So like for me, I did like a Borealis kind of theme, like dark oak with like the kind of grizzled green. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like in Midnight there's like a lot more unique items that actually will fit into builds better. All right. Anyways, I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. VDH got nerfed, Paladin got buffed supposedly, but we'll be back some point this week, or at least if I'm not streaming, I'll be putting out videos. So I hope everyone has a good night, and I will see you all very soon. Peace.